We started the Head Start program in 2012. We started with early Head Start, and then we transferred to the Head Start program. And then whenever I had my daughter, she also joined the early Head Start program, and she's now in the Head Start program. And it just gets them ready for preschool and kindergarten. Whenever she was 2, I decided I needed to go back to school. So I started my prerequisites for the nursing program, and now I'm in my second semester, first year. After Laura came to our house for about 2 years, and I had thought about going back to school, she helped me with making decisions on what I should go to school for and how to start out the process. And she's also given me opportunities to apply for scholarships. The Head Start program really helps with your kids communicating with people other than the parents.
The kids really seem to enjoy it too. Kids they are always, my daughter's always asking when the Head Start lady is going to be there.
Yeah, she really likes it. We have gone to a few workshops and events that Waddy has. They had a dance where all the kids got together and they danced.
They have a Christmas event every year, Halloween.
They do a Secret Santa thing where they do the angel tree. So then they have Santa come and give the gifts that they received to the kids. And then we've painted pumpkins and all kinds of fun stuff. So they have had opportunities to communicate with other kids too. They do a lot for your family.
In 2016, around June, I was off work, had been off work for a while, and I registered for an LPN class at Can Academy of Nursing. And when I went on their website, I was actually looking for scholarship information, and there was information of the trade skills program with CETA. CETA helped me quite a bit. When I registered for the LPN program, I knew that I had utilized just about all of my financial aid, so I knew that I would need some extra money. So the money that I received from CETA was a great help. In addition to that, I participate in the LIHEAP program. I participated in a dental program where I needed deep cleaning, and the insurance didn't cover it. I had some issues with my vehicle. CETA was able to furnish the financials for me to get the work done. My main motivation is my children. I want to provide a positive role model for them. I graduated as an LPN last week. I do not think I would be in the same position without the assistance of CETA. CETA was very influential, especially Marsha Stokes. She inspired me so. I can only remember her continuously saying to me, "You are going to be my success story." And she always was very understanding, but she pushed and pushed. Marsha Stokes was very good in that manner. It is my prayer that they keep and maybe even add on to these programs, as it will help all of the communities.
When I first started coming to community action, I was homeless and sleeping out of my car with my 3-year-old daughter. My support specialist advice was go stay in a homeless shelter until your apartment opens up. So I stayed in the shelter for 2 weeks. After that, I moved into my apartment with absolutely nothing. Things went downhill from there, actually. At first I thought, yay, this is great, I'm not homeless anymore, but I quickly discovered that the apartment was infested with cockroaches and the landlord didn't care. We had these plumbing problems where the hallways would flood. I just knew that I couldn't stay there. It wasn't a safe place to live for me and my daughter. Well, I got news from Housing Authority that they had an apartment that was opening shortly after my lease was ending, so I thought this was my big break. Well, then the housing authority had some delays, so I ended up homeless again, being homeless once again for the second time in, I believe it was 1.5 years, was just disheartening. I felt like there was something inherently wrong with me. And what really got me through with that, again, was just believing that there has to be something better than this. When I finally got into the apartment the housing authority had for me, things started getting better from there. I'm out of debt, I'm in school, my daughter's doing much better. My support specialist at Community Action, her name is Lisa, and she did way more than just provide the paperwork to get it done. She pushed me to be a better person. She believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. She also had access to resources that I didn't know existed. She could send me in different directions and be able to call people and talk to people that I normally wouldn't have access to. She went all out trying to get me where I needed to be. If it weren't for the services I got, especially Community Action, I would probably still be couch surfing. I wouldn't be in school, that's for sure. When I first moved into DeKalb, I didn't have any hope of going back to school, but somewhere along the line, going to Community Action, I had a turnaround where I wasn't so financially burdened, and I realized I can do this. I think that Community Action is a great program, and that even if people are struggling with things not as severe as what I was going through, there's still somebody there who can help them. I think people should never be afraid to ask for help because Community Action will help.
We are originally from Egypt, and we came in 2015 after getting the DV lottery, and we were lucky because it's the American dream. So it's about better life, better future for the kids. Actually, to be like a new member of the community, this is hard itself.
Actually, we had a problem here, not only the English, also the culture. The culture itself, it's different for us.
When we arrived, we were just like so different from everybody. So we went to the
CEFS.
Yeah, CEFS, the learning programs and stuff. And Susan was like, I think she was the head person over there, and she would just like help us with like just getting like books, reading, writing stuff down, just everything.
When we moved here, we barely knew any English, but CEFS helped us get to know a lot more English. Susan gave us a lot of homework, and she gave us books, lots of books.
She is our life saver, Susan, actually. She taught us a lot, and still she is helping us in everything. Even if we have any bill or anything, we don't know what to do, just go to Susan.
CFS offered me a lot of help for applying for education. Every single thing, actually, she helped me a lot. Even the EPICS certificate, the CSCP, I see myself now ready for a better job. So the main purpose was education, and they helped me in this.
So now I'm joining Lakeland College for IT, and CEFS helped me a lot just to go through all my exams before applying to be a student at Lakeland. They really helped me, and now they help me on my future.
Centers like CFS, I believe this is very helpful for anybody, but I believe it's a very good resource to use.
Well, in 2013, me and my wife worked at a rather large warehouse. She was a supervisor and I was a manager there. 6 months apart from each other, we both lost our jobs. I thought my best option would be to try to go back to school. So I went and took a course that fall, graduated that winter, got my GED, but I didn't just go and just squeak by. That wasn't my goal, and that's never been my goal in life. I went to a point to where I applied myself, I studied, I got grades. In fact, I was awarded the Paul Simon Award for the state of Illinois because of my actions at school. Not just grades, but how I tried to mentor other kids that was going through those classes with me and tried to help people. So I just couldn't give up, you know. So I came to Ambrow River Basin Agency and seen Sylvia here, and she helped me with going to truck driving school and get my CDL license. She helped me through the process, explained things thoroughly, and set me down the right track. She knew the instructor that worked through OCC and got me set up on that, which helped me bounce back on my feet and put me where I am today. I could have easily gave up at any time. You know, at every corner, there was new stumbling blocks from going back to school, out on the road, trying to get the experience. My wife has a wreck, I have to come home. So there was a lot of opportunities where a person could have gave up, and I don't think I could do it on my own. There is a lot of need in this area. My current job, we deal with people that need assistance. And if it weren't for programs like this, there's people that truly need a leg up when they hit hard times. You know, I don't know what would happen to some individuals if there wasn't a place like IACAA or Sylvia to help in those times.
I grew up in Sierra Leone, which is in the west coast of Africa. I was going through domestic violence since I was back in Africa. It was a very bad situation because I was abused in every 4 ways you can think of. So we were there with my ex-husband, and that was where he got the scholarship to come and study in the United States. We came with a family visa. So that was how I ended up being in the United States. Then the abuse started all over. So I was frustrated, tormented. I didn't know what to do. So I went to this church meeting. That was how I met Mrs. Thelma. She was a staff of Mid-Central Community Action. So she was interested in my story as a counselor. I got a lot of motivation from Mid-Central. You know, it wasn't only about counseling. It was about how I was going to manage my life and what were my goals, and we were working on these goals. They were able to help me get a place, a house for me and my daughter. So working on my credit was part of my target, and also I'm thinking of going to college when my status, because I'm still working with immigration. Working with Mid-Central is actually a blessing to me, as if I could put it right. They all have that one focus of helping us. So they will go all out of the way, you know, to make sure that you achieve what you have come for, and they will really work you out until you are able to be who you are. Because of them, I was able to open a savings account, which I'm working on, and because they are trying to teach me to be self-sufficient and to be able to stand on my own. Coming to Mid-Central, I was so broken. And for me, I thought I didn't have a life anymore. But when I came here, no, the ladies around and everybody was ready to help me. And I have learned, working with Mid-Central, that I have a lot I can do with my life.